after the murder of Sherry Waller, Wisconsin's Domestic Violence Homicide Report was released. The number of total deaths was down last year, but many believe more work needs to be done. Amanda Quintana is in the news center with some of the heartbreaking statistics.
Yeah, definitely heartbreaking. This report is released on the first day of Domestic Violence Awareness Month. It shows domestic violence claimed 62 deaths across the state in 2017. Although speakers said at the announcement today, one death is too many. They hope by seeing these numbers, communities will take the steps to prevent more of these deaths.
Sarah Court-San, age 43.
Dizon Taylor, age 15.
62 names, mothers, fathers, children, lost to domestic violence last year.
If you asked me a year and a half ago, I would have said my father could never hurt anyone, much less my mother.
Each one taken too soon.
My mother had filed for divorce a few weeks before my father took her life.
More than 42% of the time, once a relationship had ended or when someone was planning to leave.
We often hear people say, why doesn't the victim just leave? And it flies in the face of what people say when we recognize that leaving often is a critical trigger point that may result in homicide.
These statistics are released each year, this time showing domestic violence was linked to a death every 6 days in Wisconsin. But these aren't just names or numbers. It's a way to reflect on ways these deaths could have been prevented. Consistent with past reports, guns remain a big focus.
That this year, that rate is at 70%. That is one of the highest rates we have seen for firearms use.
In 11 of the shooting deaths, the gunman wasn't legally allowed to have a gun, while many of the cases presented risk factors associated with lethal violence, including threats, stalking, strangulation, things advocates want to see law enforcement vow to pay attention to.
It is something that undoubtedly can save lives. It's the reason why the men and women who wear uniforms put that badge on their chest. As community members, we need to be looking out for every single one of us.
And Domestic Abuse Wisconsin is trying to get all counties to implement a protocol called the lethality assessment. It includes a list of 11 questions officers can ask victims. Depending on their answers, it's supposed to help them understand who is the highest risk for homicide. They can then connect them with a local advocate group, and hopefully this will help prevent some of those tragedies. Now, right now, 21 counties have implemented that protocol, but Dane County is not one.
Very powerful story, Amanda. Thank you.
Thanks.
A Madison man and a